The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers. They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight. If it weren't for the Republic, Manan would already be under Sith control. But we haven't heard one word of thanks from the Selkath.
They say everyone on Manan is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
I suppose your Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him. Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Yeah.
So nice to meet an impartial. You said it, not I. Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor? Simply because it was real does not mean Sunry would have overlooked it being in Elas's hand. When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Jolie, what are you doing here?
Alora sent me, Sunry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case.
Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire?
You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the cellcasts seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you! Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offworlders. Maybe one of them was... But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with, I will... Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide. How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the... Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial...
I hear you've been appointed as arbiter in Sunry's trial. My husband is innocent. Please don't let him go to jail for a crime he didn't commit. Sunry's... he's a cripple. There's no way he could have overpowered the Sith woman like they claim.
That's true. I'd forgotten about that. Let's not forget that he would have to have been considerably older than the Sith woman. I'm a Jedi, and one who was living alone in the Shadowlands until recently. That keeps you in shape, damn it. We're talking about Sunry here.
And there's no way he would do something so dishonorable as hit her from behind. Sunry's a decorated war hero. He's a hero of the Republic. Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove...
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, not with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa nonku nek abog.
Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week. Tyvark hates the Sith, so he's always giving us Republic soldiers discounts. I bet he gives you Jedi a great deal.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong hit wama aki inko tune. Potong hi wama ji aki. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Just cronky dop achua peng. Tong hit wama. Chiwi aita ka just cronky dop atsni achua peng. Chiwi aita.
Malak will show you Republics how a war is really waged.
I cannot render assistance, citizen.
I have to stop talking to Sith.
Kakinja nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun kun. Noba munira tilai kuka. Kang ibora tong chitsa. Chesko yohama kama no pido. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Jiska dosoki kopa bononaka. Kakincha nawabaka. Wapengki yun patisa. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi unko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri ra snimo poi wanga. Tangi wama ji human ak in ikatune. Tong hit wama ak ikotune. Potong hi wama ji aki. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi unko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jiska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri ras nimo poi wanga. Tong hit wama ji human ak in ikatune. Chiwi aita. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muri ras nimo poi wanga. Tong itu kakincha na wabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun kun. Noba muri chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tong it wama jiko na. Tong kipa nonku nek abog. Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita ka chong jiska dosoki. Kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smack toma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong panokun nonek. Chiwi aita. Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri ra, tangi wama jiko, chiwi aita, tong hit wama aki inko tune, potong hi wama ji aki inko tune. Tong panok jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, tong hit wama aki inkotune, potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Topa na oto bokasa, pam. Kon muli slimo poi Laboda na winki smack toma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu. Chawana boto da tuka ulwa. Laboda na winki smack toma. Jiska da soki kupa bona na chachu. Chawana boto ugatagwa. Uba batu konchi.
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer... I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding KOTOR City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would... There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith on. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data. Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information. Have you managed to... Time is a critical factor.
If you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while. What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started? Hey, you! Wake up! Someone wants to talk to you.
Boy. You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak. And you think me weak enough to give in to false promises of wealth and riches? The Sith are stronger than that. We will have it all eventually anyway. What? What? Tila? You think bribes will work? You must be dumber than I thought to think that a Sith would join the losing side just... What?
Giving up so soon? I think he could last a bit longer. You're back. Let's get it started.
Boy. You're not.
The Sith will never trust you.
Never. You think me... Boy. You think bribe... Boy. What do... What? Boy.
Giving up so soon? You're back. Let's get it started.
Boy. You're not.
The Sith will never trust...
Never. You think me... Boy. What?
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily.
You can't do this to me. They would kill me in ways too... Boy. No.
Damn! He blanked. Giving up so soon? You're back. Let's get it started.
What? You're not.
The Sith will never
Never. What? You think bribe? No, please. Ha! You couldn't. You're not. You think me. What? What?
Of course, they would never believe. Damn! Giving up so soon. You're back. Do you? Let's get it started.
You're not.
The Sith will never trust.
Never. You think bribe? No, please. No, please don't hurt her. Please. What?
The gutless Sith worm is already starting.
Ah, the Sith are stronger than you. Each one of us.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily. But, damn, giving up so soon. You're back. Let's get it started.
You think bribes will... No, please. No, please. You're not.
The Sith will never trust you.
Never. You think me... What?
The gutless Sith worm is... Damn, he blanked out. Giving up so soon. You're back. Let's get it started then.
No, please. No. You think bribe? What?
The gutless Sith... Damn! Giving up so soon. Yes?
Can I help you with anything? The Sith encryption scheme on these cards is we've managed to decode the majority of the encryption algorithm. If you think you're able, you can try to break the code on the card. Can I help you with anything else? Okay, sure. Hey, great! You slice the encryption on those cards. They change the codes regularly, so you'll have to use it pretty soon or not at all.
Have you managed to retrieve the... Time is a critical...
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want, too. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely, but I wouldn't say that to the court. What do you want to know? Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want? Well, okay.
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me? Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well,
Elassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Well, one time, I saw Elassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Elassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now, that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me. You again. Didn't I? I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elassa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty. Yes, well, I'll...
Chiki kun salkat, Jona mulira tonglu. Glupor tong hit wanaji salkat agi inko tune glupor mulira chuna mulira tong glupor kit pa nongku nexit abog. Glupor yon tung chiwi ita bola un jikne mulira glupor kon muli slimo poi wanga kun biskin glupor kin panik chalora kun. Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag sunsham u glupor ninong. Glupor tong hit wamaji salkat ad. Glupor yon tung glupor king. Glupor picha ge borang turang. Glupor wangki yumabat malyaw no wish. Glupor no una pangpa mulira kong king. Kun mulira slimo poi wanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abog sinshan glupor ni nong kili. Glupor chiwa aita kan kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo mulira glupo ni umsit. Glupor siya. Glupor pampa ki mulira kun kin. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Glupor bagra shak konti cha umyoman. Tong itselkat mama jikon na. Glupor ag inkotune. Glupor no molira, chuna mulira, tongpa no kun, no nek. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank konti machid Glupor nada chawa yishun kun. Tong itwama ji human. Glupor wanga kun bis. Tong itwama ji. Glupor Tatiya Baba Hassan-chan. Glupor Kakinja Nawabakaon. Wuf Mala Nibo Glupor Jimata Wipunagi. Glupor Rankaja. Glupor Kacho.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Elasa used to rent rooms here every week. It doesn't take a... Well, okay.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Elasa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? Dear, dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Have you managed to... Time is a critical...
I'm sorry. I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
What?
Got something on your mind, dude? No, I never did I? Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on. To bed! I'm old and tired, you know. How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. There. Now, was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued. Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you, but... I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick. Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad. Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day. Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Yes?
I hear you've been appointed as our... Sunrise...
That's true.
And there's no way you... Find the real... I hear you've been appointed... Of course not. Yes. Yes, he was having an affair. He was seeing that Sith woman. After all these years we've been together, he just dropped me like that. Not publicly, oh no. But inside, that's what it feels like. He started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. That was a long time ago, in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence. Find the real... I hear you've been Lies! It must be! I knew the Sith would never let a Republic hero get away. You must... This is all a plot to discredit...
It's possible. I haven't seen Sunry since I crashed on...
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask.
Jolie, coming to check in on an old man? I must confess, I would rather you were here to speak to the warden and begin my trial.
Soon, old friend. We don't want to go to trial until we've got the whole picture.
Oh, I grow weary of staring at these four bare walls. But I suppose you know what you're doing. You know, the role of arbiter cannot be taken. Well, you know I was having an affair with Alasa. I went there to break it off that night. But I can tell you it wasn't easy. She was young and beautiful. But I love Alora. I knew I had to do it. I broke it off quickly as I could, and then I left. I found out later she'd been murdered when the Selkath authorities came knocking on my door. But let's look at the facts they've given. Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. My war injuries make it further. They say they found my hero. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? I hope you can see how this... Anything else I... Go ahead, ask. A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who's hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got... So the truth is out. I never meant to kill her, you know. When I found out she was a Sith spy using me to gain information, something inside me just snapped. She didn't know I had found out. So I waited until she fell asleep. And then I killed her. Simple, really. But once I realized what I'd done, I panicked. I contacted those spies from the Republic to help me. I found the illegal monitoring device that the Sith had planted in the room, altered its recording to hide my part in it, and cleared up the evidence. I figured that was the end of it. The Sith must have been spying on me and Alasa, trying to make sure she wasn't a double agent. They must have seen the Republic spies getting rid of all the evidence, so they planted their own evidence. Alasa must have stolen that hero's cross from me long ago and given it to her Sith masters like some kind of trophy. I just thought I'd misplaced it. But when the cross turned up on her body... You think I'm some kind of monster, don't you? All I did was kill a Sith. How many Sith have you killed? Dozens? Hundreds? Thousands?
That's different, Sunry, and you know it. We don't kill them in cold blood while they sleep.
I don't see how the two of us are any different. She was a spy. She was using me to get information so Malak's army could destroy the Republic. She deserved his eye. If I confess, I'm looking at 20 years in prison. And the Otto City officials might even place KOTOR sanctions on the Republic Embassy. Without KOTOR, how can we treat the injuries to our soldiers on the front lines? No, I can't do that. And put the Republic's supply of KOTOR in danger. No, I won't. Now look, I may have done something stupid. And it may only be worse for my standing by it, but I will not confess. If you turn me in, the Republic will likely lose its KOTOR export privileges, and then we'll lose the war for sure. Are you going to send all those thousands, millions like Taurus to their deaths just for your sense of justice?
Sunry, this is wrong, and you know it. I am a Jedi. What is it that you expect me to do to defend your actions?
You do whatever you have to, Jolie. I know what I did, but I also know what's at stake here. No, I'll rot in here if I have to, but I won't betray the Republic. Do what you have to, but know what the consequences will be.
I hear you've been appointed. This is all a plot.
It's possible.
Find the real evidence.
Sure.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowardice. Out of my way, unless you want to feel the wrath of the Sith. The wrath of the Sith is a terrible thing. Remember, Taris? You'll see. You'll all see. Out of my way. You dare mock me?
The whole swoop racing circuit for this sector has been falling apart since the Sith bombed Taurus.
What do we have here? A lost off-worlder, perhaps? You're probably here for the swoop races. Track is through the west corridor. Get moving. Ugh, I hate the rabble the races attract. They're always trouble. I'm no guide. The Sith don't suffer questions for long. I am fond of the sport, true. But it's more about hating races I don't think should win than actually paying tribute to those I favor. Hooked Jax shows the proper spirit of competition, and it has brought him to the top before.
The Gamorrean? You're joking.
Brute force to the finish. He's very efficient. Hurry it up. This is a poor use. Then seek out a helpful fish for answers. I have no interest in the affairs of the Selkath, and you have no reason to inquire about mine. Of course you do.
What do you want, Rainrat? Go join the other transient. I will get tired of your voice in short order, so make it quick. Nothing about the current state of the races make me want to watch, especially if it means associating with the cattle grouped in there now. I admire the mercenary spirit of Cassandra Mateen. Other than that, no one.
Her mercenary spirit isn't what's selling the auto prints.
She does have other qualities as well. Hurry it up. Grow some gills and swim the planet yourself. There's no substitute for personal experience. Good.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. I've just hired on with the Sith. Of course, if the Republic has a better offer. Then why are you bothering me? I'm here on Manan to find work as a mercenary. I'm not here to chat with tourists.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampongpa. But Tong hay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulpada bunk walya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalith ka inkotun. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Inkin kun no bamulira chinkun. Slim. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampongpa. Bulawana chikni. Bamul slik mo poda na wanga kun bist mulira best. Tong hay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walya gando de nago chuchut. Tong hay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang inkotu. Tulbada bunk walya gando de Gabadumpa kun palya mokapata. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudong.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Hey, come to cheer your favorite swoop jock? Well, this is the place now that Terrace is gone.
Sure, the swoop circuit is suffering a bit with Terrace gone, but we still have some good racers to watch.
Inkinkunoba. Muchashakpang.
Hooked Jax is insane. He just smashes through everything to the finish. I guess we should expect that from a Gamorrean.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time to prepare. Well, get it over with. Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matil. There just isn't enough of me to go around. It was, but I can't seem to get a break lately. Hukta has been holding me off, and all he does is run over everything. But this place is all there is, until the circuit recovers from the loss of Taris. It's going to take a while. Not within reasonable traveling time. I heard there was a startup on Tatooine, but I'll stick with the legitimate tracks. Thank you very much. Huts aren't to be trusted, that's all I'll say. 2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind this sport. It's all about the image you portray. Hukta is the thug. People like him because he's mean. I'm the pretty one, the one that people want to take home. Even if we don't win, we're easy to remember. That keeps the fans coming back. So race organizers want us at their... Local racers don't bring in off-world crowds. They need us. At least they would if there was... Hukta Jax is the only other professional here besides me. He got where he is by making sure everyone knows he's the toughest. I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Quidel, the local favorite. You need money to compete. Maybe he's got some skills, but he just doesn't have the best bike. It's that simple. Yes, hurry. I know that if you do absolutely anything wrong, you get locked up. Seems like finding criminals is a great way to bring in the credits. I'm surprised they even let us race. Wouldn't want the crowds to get too excited. Excitement makes people unpredictable or something. Again? Yes, yes, hurry. Don't hurry back.
Got something on you. Oh, I get it.
Tiskadu sukikuba na bola na yachu. Abdul kotor. Toma na. Abu waliya na bola chuchu. Abaji. Kapatuna. Yala hoiko. Dio manurani. Eskakai.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Don't worry, junk man. When I want go... Move about your business, human. Move about your business, human.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here? You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like. I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else? Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there anything else? Who knows? Some scheming... Is there anything... I haven't the faintest clue as to what you're talking about. Is there anything... Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander... I know you. Shouldn't you be... Ha! We know who we have business with. If you don't know how to get in... If you have a pass, why are you bothering me with it? Just go.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here? You! I don't recognize you. I know the face of every Sith on this planet. We'll get to the bottom of this. Commander Gran, report to the security desk immediately. You authorized this person to enter? I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
And you need?
Yes? Yes?
Yes?
Yes?
What? What? Yes?
Activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Please ensure... Warning, activating flow control may flood occupied chambers. Warning, 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 active... Warning, Warning, active... Warning, activate...
Sure. Sure.
Yes?
Sure.
You need?
Yes? What?
Yes?
Yes?
And you need?
Sure. Sure.
How did you get in here? Wait. I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right? See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Sure.
How did you get in here? Wait. Lord Malak...
Well, let me get killed. See? What did I...
As you wish.
Yes?
Yes? Sure.
And you need?
Sure.
Just be careful with those gifts you've already learned. Beware the dark side. Yes?
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 What? What?
Yes?
Sure.
The fighting between the Republic...
Hey, don't give up. Even you losers get... So clear out, old...
I am not for hire. Ask whatever you wish. Perhaps you should ask the mercenaries they hire. On my world, those... Yes, I'm not so...
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not in... Maybe that Iridorian... Normally I... Not really. They ain't saying. So why are you telling?
You hiring for... Then why are you wasting...
Hey, kid. That was a good thing you did there. Almost brought a tear to this old man's eye. Got something on your... Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older. Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you? I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact. Oh, fine, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career. Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor, all the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade. Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just, knew had more than they could use. Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the force had abandoned me, as I remember. Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day Well, that was the day I met my wife. It's all right. When you're digging through the trash, you shouldn't be surprised when you encounter something unpleasant. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Hey, man.
Oh, it's you again. I probably... But I don't really want to talk about... What is there to investigate? But I don't really want... Oh, come on. What seems I'm not li...
No. I'll rot it.
It is an honor to see justice served, and I will see Sunry is executed for the crime he has committed.
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial. You are Firith Me, the well-known Pazak player. I wonder if we can trust the word of a gambler as reliable testimony. Of course, Your Honor. Feareth me. What did you see the night of the murder?
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the hall out of the building.
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
Yes, from what I could tell. She carried a lightsaber under that cloak of hers.
Objection! That doesn't prove she was a Jedi.
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there. I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you? Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure.
Glupor the Rhodian, you were staying in the hotel the night of the murder and saw Sunry leaving Elassa's room, didn't you?
Glupor jiking mata Sunry mulira. King punju pashak glupor. No ba mulira set kilai kunka.
This is clear, then, that Sunry left the room with the Sith Elassa already dead behind him.
Glupor, Glupor.
Don't do it, Glupor.
Glupor kan king Davik nibora tong chitsa.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Glupor wonky. Glupor tong hi mama ji glupor aki engkau tunsi cubaka copak. Glupor ka copa cawa wisyun glupor kan king. Tong sun king glupor wana kunlist king bu mua mulirad wana.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lawful wife. Your husband was a hero in the last war between the Sith Empire and the Republic. He was crippled in that war. Do you not believe he'd blame the Sith for his injury?
Yes, I guess he would.
And there you have motive. Sunry seeks revenge on the Sith for what they did to him and...
Yes, he fought against the Sith in the last war. He fought bravely, and was even awarded the Hero's Cross. I don't know how much that means to the Sith, or to your Selkath, your honors. But in the Republic, it is awarded only to the bravest, the kind of man who earns... Yes. Yes, it was true. He was having an affair with that...
It seems painfully obvious that he killed her to keep her quiet about the affair.
He'd been seeing her for some time, I think. But he said he was going to change. He'd gone there that night to end it. We talked, but now things have become so very complicated. He was a good man, but his injuries pained him terribly. But he always held on, always persevered. I don't think he could have beaten her or anything like that. But a blaster? I just don't know.
I wish to call forth Sunry himself, Your Honors. Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in wars against the Sith Empire, correct?
Yes, that's right. And I don't regret it either. The Republic needs its heroes.
Indeed. Would you say that you dislike the Sith? Even hate them?
Of course I hate them. Trying to take over the galaxy every chance they get, killing millions of innocents?
Pure politics. Were you in Elassa's room on the night of the murder?
Well, yes, I was. I had been having an affair with Elassa and my wife, yes. But I realized how wrong I'd been, and I was going there to end it.
You were having an affair with a Sith. You wanted to end it quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see the answer clear enough, Mr. Sunry.
Of course she was. Why would a young, beautiful Sith woman get with an old cripple like me? I don't know. The medal had gone missing some time ago. I never found out what happened to it. It's possible.
Supposition, Your Honors?
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might have thought she took...
The Sith Empire is... I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an affair with Elassa. He sought to end it, and the simplest, quickest method, given his hatred of the Sith. Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene, and material evidence places him there at the time of the murder as well. I am confident that any informed observation of the facts will lead the judges, Your Honors, to this very conclusion. Well, that doesn't mean a thing. He was... Objection! The Sith would not leave the medal of her killer Your Honors, no!
Elora!
We have done all we could for you, old friend.
Thank you for saving me. I don't know how I can repay you. Elora and I are going to leave here and get as far away from all this as soon as we can. I and the Republic will not forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
Got something on you? Innocent. I don't know what to make of it, to tell the truth. But that has little to do with the law, doesn't it? Sad state of affairs, that. Too bad, really. Sunry was a good man once. I don't want to talk about this anymore. My jaw aches. Got something on you? Oh, I get it.
Good thing Sunry got free. The Sith who tried to pin the murder on him would probably have made him disappear in prison.
Have you managed to retrieve the data? Excellent. It does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manan is the sole source of Kolto, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get. The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manan anyway, so we made a deal. Shh, not so loud. Yes, it is a technical violation of the treaty, but it is sanctioned by elements of the Selkath government. We need only to keep it hidden from the Sith. We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain. I took the liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our KOTOR packing room and enter the sub they're in. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.